Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back with me, Nikian Rataning Rumwadani. Here I am, I'll explain about the summary of the material instructional design to complete my final exam of this 6th semester. Let's check it out. Okay, we can see Instructional Design by Nikian Ratnaning Rumwadani, the student of Galuh University. The point of this material, there are 6 points. First is instructional design. Second is lesson planning. The third is Merdeka Belajar. The fourth is assessment in teaching and learning process. The fifth is testimony bloom. And the last or the sixth is gerakan literasi sekolah. Let's to the next page. Instructional design. The definition of instructional design is instructional design is the creation of learning experience and material in the manner that result the acquisition and application of knowledge and skill. Basic component of instructional design, there are a number of instructional design models and process. Many of their components are similar. They include analysis, design, development, and evaluation. The analysis typically include understanding the needs and learner, including why a training or learning solution is required. The design and development include the actual design and development of the instructional materials of determining the delivery method to be used. Evaluation looks at how you determine if your training or your learning solution was successful. Okay, for the next point is lesson planning. A lesson plan is an instructor roadmap of what student needs to learn and how it will be done during the class time. A useful lesson plan addresses and interrogates. There are 3 key components. First is learning objective. Second is learning activities and assessment to check your student understanding. And there are 3 sessions of this lesson planning class. First is before class. Second is during the class, and the third is after the class. In before class, we have to identify the learning objective and also plan the specific learning activities, assessment, and the sequence of the lesson. We also have to create a realistic timeline and also plan for a lesson closure. When during class, we have to share the lesson plan with the student and help keep them more engaged and on track. And when the class ends, after the class, we have to reflect on what worked well and why, and what you could have done differently. Okay, let's continue to the next point, that is Merdeka Belajar. Indonesia Independent of Learning Program, or we call it Merdeka Belajar, is a new policy program of Ministry of Education and Culture of the Republic of Indonesia, which launched by the Minister of Education and Culture Republic of Indonesia, Advanced Cabinet Nadiem Anwar Makarim. The essence of freedom of thought, according to Nadiem, must be overtaken by teachers before they teach it to students. Nadiem said, in the competency of teachers at any level without the process of translation of exciting basic competencies and curriculum, then there will never be learning that occurs. The next point is assessment in teaching and learning process. In education, the term assessment refers to the wide variety of methods or tools that educators use to evaluate, measure, and document the academic readiness, learning progress, skill acquisition, or educational needs of students. For the student learning, assessment is a key component of learning because it helps students learn. When students are able to see how they are doing in a class, they are able to determine whether or not they understand course material. For the teacher, the assessment helps students, assessment help teachers. Frequent assessment allow teachers to see if their teaching has been effective. And the next point is gerakan literasi sekolah. The school literacy movement is a social movement with collaborative support from various elements. Efforts are taken to make this happen in the form of student reading habit. This habituation is done with 15-minute reading activities. And the last point is testimony bloom. The definition of testimony bloom is a study of classification based on scientific research data on various things that are grouped in systematic. According to Bloom, educational goals can be divided into three domains, namely cognitive domain, affective domain, and psychomotor domain. Cognitive domain contains a variety of behaviors that emphasize intellectual aspects. Affective domain contains a variety of behaviors that emphasize aspects of feeling and emotion. And psychomotor domain contains a variety of behaviors that emphasize effects of motor skills. Okay, that's all for me. I hope it will be useful for us. Thanks for your attention. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.